And welcome back to Converge. And this time we're going to take a look and see some interviews that were given by Robin Zimmerman. She talked to
Harry Lightsey,
and
the Secretary of the Department of Commerce, and Susie Shannon, who heads up the South Carolina Competitiveness Council, also called SC Competes.
You'll love this.
With me now is Secretary of Commerce, Harry Lightsey. He just presented his keynote presentation and talked about the investment for 2024 of over $8 billion in the state of South Carolina. And you said the majority of that was actually in the Lowcountry.
That's correct.
So why? Why do you think the Lowcountry is so attractive to business and industry?
Well, I think that, of course, the Lowcountry is beautiful. Mm-hmm. And we start there, and that just the quality of life that businesses want for their employees to have really fits the Lowcountry extremely well. I think access to the port of Charleston, access to the port of Savannah is important for a lot of businesses. And so those are all the components that go together that really are bringing businesses to the Lowcountry.
Another point that you made was that a lot of the businesses, the growth has been an expansion of current businesses, which I think is very interesting.
Yeah, we saw of the $8 billion that was invested or announced investments in our state in 2024, over $5 billion of that was by businesses that are already here. And we love that because these are businesses that have been here, that know the value of being in South Carolina, that are now growing and being successful. So they're able to reinvest, create more jobs for our citizens. And that's the story we want to tell over and over again.
And how does the state actually work with these local communities and with organizations like the Beaufort County Economic Development Corporation? How do you partner?
So we partner in a lot of different ways. And of course, we have groups that are focused on all sizes of businesses, from small businesses to startups and entrepreneurs and innovators. We have groups at the Department of Commerce that work with those businesses. We work with our local economic developers. We have relationships with all of the county local economic developers and the economic development different organizations that are in the local communities. That's really the key to what makes South Carolina successful. And when businesses are coming to a community, they want to meet with that community. They want to understand that community. They want to be a part of that community. And that is really the key.
In closing, you mentioned, and I've lived in South Carolina since the 60s, that we are in a time of transformation. It's a really exciting time to be a South Carolinian. So just kind of wrap it up with that.
Yeah, so we just launched our new brand, Launch to Legacy. And it really reflects in this time of transformation where businesses are going to be challenged in so many ways with technologies like artificial intelligence or AI, and so many other technologies that are coming together to create transformation. We want businesses that either looking at South Carolina or that are here to know that we're going to be your partner from the minute you launch in our state until you are part of the legacy fabric of our state. We're going to help you. We're going to support you. We're going to support you growing your business. You know, when businesses look at South Carolina, we want them to know that South Carolina is going to be a place where they can grow. Their business can grow, their employees can grow, and their communities can grow.
Well, thank you so much for being in Beaufort County for the Converge Summit. We appreciate it. You did a great job.
Well, thank you so much. It's great to be here.
And we're back with Susie Shannon. She is the president and CEO of SC Competes, which is the short version for the South Carolina Council on Competitiveness. Just heard your presentation. Great job.
Thank you.
And what I loved is, really what your role is in the state, working with local communities and how you're a collaborator. You want to expound on that a little bit?
I would love to. And thank you for saying it's a great presentation. Honestly, it's an easy presentation because it's easy to sell South Carolina. It's easy to sell this region. It's easy to sell the fact that there is such wonderful collaboration that's going on in this local community, in this region, in this state, and even across the state lines, right? I mean, that type of inter-region collaboration is just so key in the global game of competitiveness. For us at SC Competes, we are a business-led nonprofit, but we live on a collaborative framework. Collaboration is in our DNA. We were started about 20 years ago now to sort of be a bridge with business and industry, education workforce providers. How can we offer some expertise in those industry flavors, those industry sectors where South Carolina really outshines. So we're in aerospace, logistics, technology, cybersecurity, even AI, and industry-sponsored research.
And you mentioned also you have financial support, and you said that expertise support for the local communities. But earlier when we were talking, you said the magic happens locally. Right.
It does. It does. To have the boots on the ground, community members that are working together. So if we talked about, that statewide spread of public, private, academic happening, that overlay across the state, when you really drill down, dig down in, you're seeing that exact same model thrive at the local level, where you have the K through 12 schools working with our 2 years, working with our 4 years, working with industry, working with councils. It's just such a magical environment to thrive.
Thank you so much for your leadership and also being at the Converge Summit and speaking today.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with Converge.